Good morning. Welcome to my office. This poor old tractor's feeling so lonely and neglected that I thought I'd better come and just spend some time with it. He really misses you. Looks forward to having you back at school. I hope you've had a good weekend. Hope you have had a good rest. Hope you've enjoyed some time with your family. And now that it's Monday, I hope you're ready to work hard again. Mrs Dahl joins us this morning with her next installment of her devotions on Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Hi cuties! Happy Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and that you got to do lots and lots of fun things at home. It's good to chat to you again. Who can remember what we spoke about on Friday morning? Yes, the deep, dark valley of the shadow of death, that scary place. And can you see where I'm sitting this morning? At a table, having a feast or a celebration. Exactly. I've got no food on my plate, and look at Shona. Yum. She's got chocolates and sweeties and a biscuit. Oh my goodness. I'm going to leave Shona here to eat all her little treats. Okay, so today, which psalm are we talking about? Psalm? Yes, 23, good. And who wrote it? David, well done. And on Friday we did verse 4. Today we're doing verse 5. Okay, listen carefully. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. That sounds interesting, hey? What is an enemy? An enemy is someone that you don't like very much, or someone who doesn't like you very much. And I really, really hope that none of you have any enemies. Because the Bible teaches us that we need to love our enemies. And we need to be kind to those who hurt us. It's not always easy, hey, to be nice to someone when they're nasty to you. But God teaches us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves, okay? So let's get back to this table that the Good Shepherd prepares for us in the presence of our enemies. Now, do you remember David, the shepherd boy? Remember I told you that he later became the king of Israel. That's a country. But before he was king, there was a king called Saul. And when Saul heard that the prophet Samuel had anointed David's head with oil, and we're going to talk about that now, to set him apart as becoming king one day, Saul was very, very jealous because he didn't want David to take away his crown. And for David to be king, he wanted to be king. And he tried to kill David. He was so jealous and he hated him so much. So in this psalm where it says, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, I don't know if David was talking about Saul at this time. Maybe he was talking about the enemies of the other countries that used to be at war with Israel when they used to fight against each other. But whatever enemies David's talking about, this is the point. Listen carefully. Is that our Good Shepherd prepares a table for us, a feast, even while our enemies are able to watch and almost look in, which means that while we're eating and feasting and sitting at the table, we don't have to be afraid or scared, even though they're out there, because our Good Shepherd is with us. And he prepares this table for us, okay? And then it says, you anoint my head with oil. Now, if you look here, who can guess what type of oil is in this jar? Yes, olive oil, well done. Have you seen what a real olive looks like? Have you seen an olive in a salad? I know that a lot of kids don't like olives. They find them a bit bitter. But you need to squeeze and press lots and lots of olives to get this oil out. So this oil is very, very special. And in the Old Testament times, when you anointed someone's head with oil, it meant you were honoring them, you were showing them respect. It meant that they were very special and important. So the prophet Samuel, when David was still a shepherd boy, the prophet Samuel anointed David's head with oil because Samuel knew from God that David would one day be the king of Israel. Okay, so our good shepherd anoints our heads with oil because he loves us. It's not because we deserve it or because we are special in ourselves. It's because he's so good and so loving, he honors us. Isn't that amazing? And then the last part says, my cup runs over. Okay. And this good shepherd of ours, he doesn't just give us a tiny little bit of Coke or juice or half a cup so that we're super, super thirsty in an hour's time. He gives us so much that our cup runs over. Look at that. Our cup runs over. You better not try this at home. I'm making a big mess on the floor here. But what I'm trying to show you by this is that God gives us everything we need, and he gives it to us in abundance. That means to overflowing. That's how much he loves us. So, so much. So I want you to remember today that our good shepherd prepares a feast for us in the presence of our enemies. We don't need to be afraid. We can be at peace and just enjoy the feast with him. And he anoints our head with oil. That means that as his children, we are very, very special to him. He loves us very, very much. And our cups overflow. He gives us more than enough of what we need. Remember, not what we want, what we need, because he knows what we need. That's what's good for us. Okay. It was so good chatting to you guys again. You must all have an awesome, awesome day today, okay? Oh, Shona. She says that she's too embarrassed to eat in front of you guys. But I told her that you guys are her friends. Anyway, maybe we should go. I'm also feeling a bit hungry right now. Maybe we should go, then Shona can eat all your yummy snacks and I can also go and get something to eat. Have an awesome day and I'll see you guys again on Wednesday morning. Bye.
Thank you to Mrs. Dahl for that devotion. Remember that you were going to send me videos of you dancing to the song that I put up last Thursday. So I'm really looking forward to receiving a couple of those and I want to try and put them together into some kind of a video. I hope you have a good week. It's Monday, so we've got 5 days to go. Work hard.